Yo, what is up, guys? We're back again.
Back at it. Get in the shot.
Me?
Get in the shot. Get in the shot.
What is your show?
You're not in the shot. What's up, guys? What's up?
Sorry, I'm hang on, guys. Hang on.
So, what were we talking about off camera?
Jersey Mike's.
Yeah.
What else were we talking about?
The Dash Pass.
What else were we talking about?
Sandwiches?
What were we talking about before?
Breakups.
No, we were talking about something.
Oh, you don't
dude,
want to
how
talk
was
about
your liquor?
breakups?
How was your liquor experience? You're drinking alcohol.
Liquor.
Yeah, I was like, what is he saying? What the is he talking about? Colton's back.
I'm back.
Welcome
I'm back on
back.
the sauce,
Colton's back.
too.
How was your trip?
Colton got drunk.
Dude, my trip was so fun. I was just in Texas for a whole last week, just playing golf, sucking at it, drinking booze,
Dude.
eating Whataburger.
Ugh.
You know how it goes.
All right.
You had a little story, huh? What was
Yeah, so for anyone who might not know, I was off the sauce for the whole month of June.
Oh, off the alcohol.
Yeah, I
Taking
was
a little break?
I was being a good boy.
Yeah,
trying
good boy.
Trying to cut the waistline down an inch or two. You know how it goes.
Oh my goodness.
You know, and it's
Watch your
whatever.
health.
Long story short, I wasn't drinking, and I didn't think I was going to do it, but I did. And I made it through. And how long's June? 30 days, I think.
Yeah.
So
You did a great job.
Good job, Colton.
I was grading you the entire time. You got an A+, dude.
It's actually so funny because I'm
S
like
plus.
trying to explain to you how being sober
Yeah,
is.
we were going to Sam Hyde's stand-up, and Colton was in the car like, dude, it's just like, I don't want to do anything anymore. I don't even want to go out with people. It's only been like 2.5 weeks, and it's just like not fun. And I'm like sitting there with almost 4 years of sobriety, and I'm like, really? Wow, dude.
You're like, damn, that's tough.
I wish I knew what that was like, man.
Okay, so anyways, so June 30th rolls around. I'm like, tonight's the night. So at midnight, July 1st, at midnight, soon as the clock strikes 12, like a storybook, I pour myself a shot. Me and my roommate did it together.
Oh my goodness.
We take the shot, we crack the beers.
Yeah.
We think, it's gonna be a good night. Tolerance is probably low. We'll take it easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, long story short, off of that is I drank so much that I threw up all over myself.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Back on the
nice.
alcohol.
But I was able to drink way more than I thought I would have been able to. Dude, let's
Dude.
go, bro.
Yes.
My tolerance is forever high.
Your tolerance is really good because you threw up all over yourself.
Well,
this is why this is my guy right here. That's so fucking sick.
Was it a lot?
yeah, dude. I haven't thrown up from alcohol in
Where were you?
I don't know how long. In my bathroom.
Oh,
Nothing crazy, dude.
so you made it.
I felt it coming.
You made it to the restroom.
Yeah.
Was it the
I felt
downstairs
the
bathroom
nausea.
that I threw up in?
No,
this was I was still in L.A. This was the
before
day,
Oh.
day before
Yeah.
I left
Yeah.
for Texas.
What am I thinking?
Yeah, what were you thinking?
What
dude?
were you thinking, dude?
I guess maybe I'm drunk or something.
Dude, you might
Could
be
be.
hammered.
Dude, I haven't told you guys, but where's my water? Yeah, right. This is not actually.
Vodka?
This is not
Smell
water.
It. Smell it, Josh.
Hang on. But don't tell Kaylin, okay? Whoa. Take it easy there, hot shot.
I didn't make a face either. I didn't even make a face. Holy he's an alcoholic.
Have you guys seen that game? Or dude, chill. You're about to
Anything
be so
for the
ripped.
bit, huh?
Dude, you're gonna have to pee.
You're gonna have to shoot. That did not even look fun. Maybe it's just because I'm so full right now.
You know what the weird thing
from
is?
the-
Is like when I chug stuff, I want to throw it up immediately, but not water.
Yeah, you've been there. We've seen you.
Yeah,
do
you've seen
that.
me do it. If this was like a Dr. Pepper, or if it was like a Sprite or something carbonated, I would throw it up like
Oh,
right
for
now.
sure. You wouldn't be able
Yeah.
to get down.
But I can chug water,
it's too spicy.
and you guys, I think you guys like that.
You guys probably like it.
All right, now I need someone to Photoshop that being a beer and send it to Kaylin.
Yeah.
That's the thumbnail. Noah relapses. I totally forgot, guys.
You
If
should
you like
subscribe.
this,
Patreon.
shut up. If you like this, okay, then you need to like this video, and please leave a comment. Okay, say I was here, and then also turn on your notifications. Hit the bell, please, so that you never miss another upload. If you got big baller money, $5 Patreon, you want to get on there, you're going to get all kinds of cool shit. You're going to get our old The NOAD Show videos, our podcast uploads, and our exclusive content like the scary video that we posted where we went to the Suicide Bridge.
It's pretty scary.
There's an extended cut on the Patreon. $5 a month. You get access to that and more and all the other stuff we're going to do in the future. So please
Go.
that was such a good plug.
Yeah.
Have you guys have you guys seen that drinking game? I haven't played it, but I feel like it'd be a lot of fun, especially playing with you.
Yeah, I'll play you in a drinking game.
It's not much of a game. It's more, I don't know. So the premise is, however many friends you have.
You get a table, and then you guys both stand at each side,
No, dude.
and then you get this like little ping pong ball.
I'm quitting.
And then the objective is to throw it.
Into the.
Are you done?
Sorry. Yes.
So you get shot glasses out per capita, per person in the room.
It's distracting.
And
Oh, you see what I was doing on my? I got this for Kaylin, but really I got it for me.
I feel you.
Keep
So
going.
you keep going.
Thank you. So, so you fill. Say the three of us are playing.
Yeah.
You fill
Okay.
2 of the shots with water, 1 with vodka, and you
Okay.
mix them up, or you like blindfold and grab a random one, and you all have to take the shot and try to keep a straight
Oh,
face,
like
and
guess.
you have to guess who got the shot, who got the water.
You could also.
I would lose that
You could also
immediately.
throw them off if you are taking the water and you're like,
That's true. I wonder.
Oh,
But is
yeah.
that cheating?
oh, is it? Because would that be
Well-
too confusing? That might be a little too confusing.
I think it's kind of part of the fun at that point, don't you think? You know, you get mind games.
and then
with
if
them.
everyone's making the face,
then it makes sense,
yeah,
right?
then you're like, oh,
Y'all have to come up with a plan.
yeah. They're like, there's one odd one out.
You could just target the person who's having to guess every single time so that they continue to drink.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude, what's your most favorite quality trait in a person? Last few episodes ago, we talked about least favorite. What's your
Are we
most
talking
favorite?
physical or like emotional or like mental?
I think for the sake of this conversation, personality trait wise, like quality standards, you know, of someone's personality.
I've always said that. I've always said this. Self-awareness is huge.
Yeah.
Just
I think
knowing
that's really good.
when you're being annoying and.
Yeah.
Right. Because last episode you talked about how like bad self-awareness is your least favorite. So
Oh, so I guess yeah.
yeah, now your most favorite is great self-awareness.
I'm doubling down.
Yeah.
Okay, I get you with that.
Okay.
For me, I think it's like self-awareness is important, but I think being not even really like no, yeah, it's like honoring your word. That
being
to me,
true.
yeah, being true,
True crew.
being part of the true crew. You know,
Swag.
I think honoring your word is such an underrated quality trait. So many people kind of like some people don't grow up like knowing that that's important or even like valuing that,
Right.
but they meet somebody who actually does, and then they're like, like that's actually important. Why don't I do that? And then people start to realize how hard it is to do that. You know?
Yeah.
Keep your word, like showing up on time and.
Yeah. No, I mean, little things obviously don't matter, but it's when it's like important.
Oh,
You know what
definitely.
I mean?
Yeah.
I think like honoring your word is a big one for me. What about you? What do you think?
When they have no gag reflex.
Yeah, when they're like, they can just like, look at this, and then they like, they put their whole fist in, and they're good.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd
I
be the
just burped.
scariest shit
My
of all
favorite
time.
personality trait.
I was talking about that. I burped into the mic.
My favorite one is probably like burping.
All right, so we had a conversation that is going on Patreon. So if you want to listen to it, it's a little bit 18 plus. $5 on
A little
Patreon
disgusting.
Or $1.
or $1. If
You always
you're-
forget to mention the $1.
Oh yeah, because I don't want you to pay $1. I want you to pay $5. Okay, but listen, if all you have is $1, I understand. Go ahead.
Broke
You're
ass.
only gonna get the podcast
Brokey
stuff.
broke.
Yeah, you're not gonna get all the other extra stuff I talked about, but you'll get the podcast stuff. So we'll take it. Anyways, let's talk about something different. Back when I was in back when I was in my junior year of high school, there was this one time where I was in a little club called Yearbook. You ever been in Yearbook?
No, that's where the nerds went.
Yeah, I was in the yearbook.
Anyways, I wasn't a nerd, okay?
I realized I was on the couch with a couple of nerds. That's crazy.
Yearbook's fucking cool, man. Shut up.
I was the coolest kid in there.
Is your neck tattoo?
Yeah, I was like one kid with a neck tat.
16 years old.
I
with
had
a neck tattoo.
and you know what I did have? I did have like a really long undercut. That was dyed.
I remember those days.
It was dyed blonde.
That was awesome back then, though.
Like I said, I was so cool. But
That was
anyways,
based.
I remember one time we were being stupid and we were like rowdy, and I had this $100 bill that I was like flexing. I was like, guys, look, I got a $100 bill. I was like taking it in and out of my wallet, and this kid had Smarties, and then he like started crushing them up, and he was like, dude. So I took the $100 bill, I rolled it up, and I snorted it in the classroom, and then we had to like keep quiet though because we're like literally sitting right in front of the teacher. I think he saw it, but like chose not to say anything.
You did that a little bit more?
You have more?
I'm leaking.
He's leaking.
You ever done anything stupid
Yeah,
in a
I've
classroom?
snorted Smarties, dude. Of course
Yeah.
I've snorted. Dude,
I've smoked Smarties. I haven't snorted.
Smoked.
That's
You
just,
know,
you
you
just
crush
cough.
it up and yeah, it's just awful.
You guys ever make a teacher cry before?
The what?
You guys ever make a teacher cry?
I'm trying to think.
Teacher crop?
Cry.
Oh, I ever make a teacher crap? Yeah.
We go crop its bonds.
Oh yeah.
Do you ever make a teacher crop?
I haven't made a teacher cry. No. Wait, did I?
Have you made a teacher cry?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it a male or a female?
What did you do?
It's female.
Did you tell her to shut the fuck up?
No, dude. Honestly, it's so bad because everyone used to make her cry. She used to just cry. It was kind of
Oh,
her
what a
thing. She was like, she was probably like in her 50s. Not very attractive. Like, she was a cat lady. She always talked about her cat.
I know
She
those.
lived alone. She's never been married.
Oh.
No, she gets no.
Yeah, she doesn't get any
So I
maybe too much
doodle in class,
because of the cats.
and I drew a picture. Okay, well, first of all, her house caught on fire.
You drew a picture of her house on fire?
So that made her cry. Kids were making, and this was very recent after I drew a picture of her dead, and her cats were eating her. And she found it and just like walked out of the room. And I think it was just so jarring. She didn't even report me, or like I didn't get in trouble. But she was.
Your name was on the paper.
No, I don't
Did you
remember
on
how
like
she.
back of homework or something?
I actually don't remember.
Fuck, dude, that's still so funny.
But I also
Maybe it was just
remember
on your
another kid
desk.
in my class. You know all those math problems that are like, Johnny had one piece of cake and Cindy had 5, and that kind of bullshit.
I'm sorry, I'm not even listening because I can't get over how
You
fucking
drew a
funny-
picture of her dead, and her cats are eating her dead body.
in a house that's on fire.
Because her house got on fire
Oh my
for real.
god,
Yeah,
man.
dude, it
That's
was bad,
awesome.
and it was so mean, and kids were so mean to her.
That's fucking awesome.
But that's fucking.
But I remember a kid asked, there was a math problem talking about wedding cake and how to divide cake and bullshit, and a kid was like, "How was your wedding?" Just knowing full well she's never been married.
That's
that
insane.
got
Oh
her pretty
my God.
good too.
Damn.
She
Well,
took a lot of abuse.
Dude, she sounds like a loser.
It was middle school. Though.
That's
Kids are
her
mean
fault.
in middle school.
That's her fault for not having boundaries with students. Why would
Yeah.
you tell them all about your life?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's honestly her fault.
Yeah. They're supposed to be. I mean, come on, it's middle school. You're supposed to be you're not supposed to be their friend. You're supposed to be a head teacher. And
I
they're
don't
supposed to not.
understand.
They're not supposed to know your. You ever see those TikToks where like kids walk up to teachers and they're like, "Hi, Jonathan,"
Oh yeah,
they say their
call him by
first
their
name,
yeah.
and then they freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
They're like, "Excuse me, pardon me."
The fuck did you just say to me?
What did you say to me? Like the one girl teacher. What did you say to me?
I
She's
did
like
that
freaking the
once.
fuck out. Catherine!
I did that in 6th or 7th grade to my band director. I walked in, I was like, "Sup, Frankie?" and he was legitimately pissed, and
That's
he
crazy.
said he was about to send me to the office. I don't think he did. But
You
like,
can't. I don't
he
think you
was
can send.
actually
You're like, fuck
mad.
you.
I don't think you can send someone to the office for calling them by their first
I
name.
mean,
He called
I
me
didn't-
by my first name.
I still don't really
Yeah.
understand why it's such a disrespectful
it's
thing,
not
but I guess
that
it
bad.
is.
It's not that bad.
I mean,
You what? They
Well,
call
I mean,
us.
I
They
think
call
they're-
us by our first names.
I think those are worried about how it starts. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And where it could lead to. Because first you're calling them their first name. Next thing you
thing you
know,
know-
you're sitting on their lap.
Next thing you know, you're watching cunnilingus tutorials on YouTube.
You guys know the grapefruit lady.
Oh yeah.
What?
The grapefruit lady.
You know the
yeah.
grapefruit lady.
No, it's a pomegranate.
No. He's talking about the lady that, what's the way you're gonna do? You suck his.
Shit. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking
yeah.
about the
Yeah, the
teacher.
no pomegranates.
No pomegranates.
Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
You've never seen that, dude? It's like an old Vine. She's like this teacher, like freaking out in class about pomegranates, and that's the only context of the video is no pomegranates. She's just yelling that.
If I were in that classroom, I would have like brought a pomegranate the next day.
Threw it at her fucking head.
Threw it at her head.
Yeah.
Dude, if only someone here had the capabilities to pull up videos.
Oh.
We don't do that anymore.
Fuck, we don't do that anymore.
We don't. Should we go? But no, we shouldn't.
We
It's more
could.
work.
I mean, it is more work.
We just need a Bluetooth
It makes
keyboard.
the videos better, but it's more work. I don't
Yeah,
want to do
we
We
just
it.
need
could
a-
just rock a Bluetooth
We just need
keyboard.
a Bluetooth keyboard and it will solve all of our problems.
Yo, leave a comment if you want us to react to more things on the podcast.
I'll leave a
Um,
comment.
Okay.
I would comment as
Yes.
Okay. Do you want us to get more tattoos on the podcast? Josh and Colton will do it.
well. Ooh.
I'm not gonna lie though. We're working on. There's some. I mean, I showed you guys. The logos are sick. I might
Yeah.
get like both of them. I might
Yeah.
get bang bang.
Oh,
on
shit.
both
That
arms.
cowboy, dude.
Bang
The
bang.
cowboy's crazy. The cowboy
face
looks
would be nuts.
crazy.
Yeah, we got a new logo. 2 new icons coming.
Very yummy.
T-shirts, logos,
Oh my god.
stickers,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
social security numbers, nudes.
Dude, I was
Brand new nudes.
Oh, I think our shit's here. Hang on, I'll be
Our
right
food's
back.
here?
You
Fucking
guys
go.
entertain them.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
Ugh. You see all the sketch shit?
What? Oh yeah, that was pretty funny. People are making a huge deal out of it
Dude,
though.
but the way he handled it, he did it in the funniest way
yeah,
possible.
it was really funny. He's like, I did not have sexual relations with that man. I did.
I did, possibly. So funny. He's like, I love Jinxie. Not
Yeah.
like that, though.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, well, elephant in the room. I got a new haircut.
Dude, even when he's like going through the worst thing he's
Yeah,
ever
yeah. He's like still making jokes. No, I
So
thought that was
funny.
really funny. I don't think it's
He looked
like
kind of bad in those pics, though.
he did. He did. I would fuck.
Yeah.
I think people definitely like just because he's like super huge made it like a bigger deal than it actually is. Like he's just gay.
Yeah, it's like
Like that's it. He's just gay. And like I don't know why. Did he
I
say
don't think he's like came out.
Do you think he's gay still?
No, I think I'm pretty sure he's like Christian because he's talking about like.
Right.
I mean, I know
I don't know how
nowadays
that
that
works.
line's kind of blurry.
Yeah.
So it's like whatever, but
I don't really know how that works. I don't know if you can ungay yourself.
What are we feeling, guys? How was the Jersey Mike's? I'd say it was a good 7,
it was like 6'8".
I would
Yeah.
give it a 6.
6. I give it a 7. It's out of 10, by the way.
They didn't label it. They didn't label.
We
Our
still got the
sandwiches.
correct sandwiches.
No,
though.
but that took long. It took longer for me to eat, so minus 100 points.
Yeah.
So it was a negative 96.
So, Josh, did you explained your most favorite quality trait? Oh no, you did a joke. What is actually it? What is actually it
What is my favorite quality trait?
in a person?
I'm trying to think. In a person or in a woman?
In a person.
In a person. Yeah, I'd probably say like either a good sense of humor.
Yes.
Or self-awareness, but those are like the two, kind of like you've got to have it. If you want to be like really tight, really nice and tight with me, you have to have a good sense of humor,
Yes.
and you need to be self-aware.
I feel like you.
Yeah, I get that. I respect that. I think quick to being offended is not in the cards for friends.
Definitely
mine.
tough. That would be tough to deal with. If you don't think farts are funny, also, when I fart, if you don't think it's funny, just a little bit, you don't have to like start dying laughing.
Right.
But if it's not just a little bit funny every time I fart, you're probably not gonna, talk to me for long.
Yeah, I get that.
What is
Okay.
what is like the threshold of like, how long you've known like a girl till you're ready to start ripping ass? You know
2
what I mean?
months.
Because you don't. Yeah. Okay. It's like,
I'd say a month.
you think it's when you start saying I love you, or do you think it's before that in order to get to that point?
No, it's before I love you for sure.
Yeah.
It's like within a month's time, I really feel like it's important to kind of lay out the foundations of who you are.
Like the expectations.
Because
Farting and-
realistically, if you start showing aspects of yourself,
Aspects.
I get it.
Yeah.
sick.
Aspects of yourself way too deep into a relationship, then you're kind of like hiding quality traits of yourself.
Yeah.
Like for example, if you hide that you have a nicotine addiction, if you hide that you like to smoke cigarettes or whatever.
Where's that line though? When do you admit that?
Bro,
you
he's
have a
zenning.
When do you admit that you have a nicotine? Because you kind of have to let them discover it.
Well,
to me,
if they like you enough with that first impression, and you're like being like genuinely looking for a relationship, I feel like that's something that should be accepted, because I don't think it's right to like kind of put on a show of who you are, or to like, I don't know, like you're if you drag it out and then they find out about it, it's even worse. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I think it's
Because then they'll be like, "Why didn't you tell me?
it's
And
a
why
line
didn't you share that with
for
me?"
sure. Like it's not the most attractive feature. So
Definitely. I
if
get
you're just
that.
dating someone, like your first few dates, you're not gonna just be popping zins and shit.
No. I think that there's always a time and a place for all that kind of stuff, and you shouldn't be so flagrant about stuff like that. Otherwise, like that's a problem in itself. The moderation needs to be there, but I think it's a matter of like being completely open and just being transparent about the kind of person that you are, because you're not going to change who you are for somebody else. You're only going to do that for you.
A month in, it's probably smart for the farts, because
Yes.
a month in, like it's gonna happen on accident.
Exactly, and you don't want to. It's like farting is like pulling out a cigarette and smoking it right in front of her immediately. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You don't want to be rude, okay? You don't want to be rude, all right?
But when it's the right time, you can
You also don't want
probably
them-
get away
yeah.
with it.
You're in
you
those
don't-
beginning stages,
Yeah.
That's a good.
Scaring your girlfriend.
Oh, that's the best.
When can you do that? I'd say you could probably do that like day one.
Scare, like when you first meet them.
Yeah, like scare the shit out of them
Boo!
first.
Yeah, but scare them in a way where like they're afraid to leave you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, obviously, because that's how you keep them. That's the only way to keep them.
I love like when I do it mainly to my mom the most, because it's easiest to scare her. But when I I be hiding in corners, waiting, like for there's this one video that I have on my phone where I was like standing at the bottom of the stairs after watching a scary movie, and it's like dark, it's like late at night.
We just watched Hereditary.
All of us are hanging out, and my mom is like having full on conversations with like Josh and whatever. Oh, sorry, I'll bleep her name. She's like talking to them, and I'm in this corner, like at the bottom of the stairs. Like I have my phone ready because I'm wanting to film it, and I was hoping that she would go up the stairs eventually, because she said I'm going to bed, but it took her forever because my mom loves to talk. So
Right.
she was like talking to them. It took forever, and she finally gets there. This is how easy it is to scare her. I don't even have to go boo or anything, because if I just stay there and I'm just like, and she notices, she'll jump and freak out.
Yeah, she like screams like bloody murder.
Yeah, I'll put it in the video. It's so funny.
It's amazing. Dude, you made her cry. God.
I got her so bad, and it actually scared her so much that her scream scared everyone else, and they started crying.
Yeah.
So Kaylin and were crying.
They
Yeah.
were crying.
Yes.
Well, was Kaylin crying? I
Oh,
don't
Kaylin
remember.
wasn't crying. I don't think. Actually,
My
I
mom
take that
was,
back.
My mom was crying, and was crying for sure.
Where did the secondary crying come from? I can see your mom crying.
Because she scared everyone with her shrieking.
Yeah, like we just watched like Hereditary, so we're already in that mood. And then her scream, it scared the shit out of me, but I it registered in my mind that it was you.
Yeah,
that
because
scared
in
her.
that movie, like, there's a lot of people that like just hide in corners and they're just like quiet. Like you can see them, and it's like scary in the movie.
Yeah,
So I was like
yeah.
trying to imitate that. That's why I did that. And yeah, it just like
I did think something was wrong for just a split second.
Yeah.
I thought something was genuinely wrong.
back when I lived with my mom, I was scaring her all the time. All the time.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
just
so fun.
hilarious, bro.
Do you do that with your girl?
Scare her?
Yeah.
No.
No, not even once. You've never done it once.
Never crossed my mind, no.
I
Yes, you should
don't
try it,
I don't
dude.
really scare Kaylin too much because it gets me in trouble.
Yeah,
I get
you don't
in
want to
deep
go in the
trouble.
doghouse.
Yeah, I don't want to go to the doghouse. Yeah, I mean,
Become a dog. You don't want to become a dog.
is there ever a point where lying is justified?
Yeah.
Colton said, "Yeah."
What is the? I'm trying to think of a good situation.
Yeah.
If it's not malicious,
Uh-huh.
Right.
and you're not necessarily getting anything out of, like, if the only outcome of it is you're sparing someone else pain, I don't think that's a problem.
Yeah. Is it lying
Uh-huh.
or is it delaying the information?
Right? Is it kind of like keeping information to yourself, or is it like actually like saying the
Straight up
opposite of
lying.
something that happened?
I mean, just simple stuff like, imagine if me and Josh had a party or something and we
Yeah.
didn't invite you. If we don't tell you about the party, that's not hurting anyone.
Right. It's hurting me
We just yeah.
because I want to be
it
there. I'm
is.
like this. I'm like,
Because if no one wanted to be
they
there,
went to a party without me.
Exactly.
I would say, I don't know. It depends. It just would have to be a really good situation. I think it had to be a very specific situation. Because I'd say usually the case is like it's probably not good,
Uh huh.
but yeah, it just depends. It would have to be like a very justifiable reason.
Right. Right.
Like I know
If it's, let's say for example, it's someone else's like personal information, and you
Right.
don't tell someone else about something because
Right.
you would be disclosing someone else's personal
right because
information.
they told you not to say anything.
Right. Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Then in that case, that makes sense. Right.
Right,
Because
right.
it's like
That's I mean, that's also understandable from the other.
right.
Because
Exactly.
if you were to like share that, then you're hurting the other person,
Right.
And you're kind of like,
as long as it's not life-changing information,
yeah,
Yeah, I
then
mean,
it
like
should be
when you
fine.
tell your girl you love her and like,
Yeah, it's like
And you're not-
like
you
maybe originally, initially it wasn't necessarily the truth,
I'm joking, babe. I don't know if you're watching this.
and then
yeah, babe, I'm not lying either.
yeah,
no, Noah's lying.
I
I
never
know his
lie.
tell.
I'm a bad liar. I'm a really bad liar. unless like we're playing like Jackbox. I'm actually, I take that back. Jackbox, I fucking suck. I think being the liar, or being like the.
I think it's just something I can't help. Like you could see it in my eyes, or I could just show it on my face immediately how I'm feeling.
I show my.
And it's pretty. I can't. There's nothing I can do about it. Like someone knows when I don't like someone. When I'm around someone I don't like you could see it on my face.
Apparently, because of my, watch Josh when I say this. Because of my astrology sign, because I'm a Sagittarius,
Me too.
I show, because apparently Sagittarius they show their emotion on their faces more than most people.
Then what the fuck did I just say? I'm not a Sagittarius. What the fuck does that mean then?
Exactly.
You know what I
That shit's
think?
bullshit, bro.
I think just if you're the type of person to show emotion on your face, then you're the type of person to show emotion on your face. I think you could find someone who's a Sagittarius who does not do that.
Yeah. And also,
I don't buy into any of that.
what about like
This is just normal character traits that anyone could have.
What about like numbers for people's like birthdays? You know how some people have like numbers? Like I have, apparently when you put my birthday up, it's 12/16/1999. It adds up to 11, which is supposed to be my number.
I'm sorry, what?
And it's a magic number apparently.
Wait,
what do you
how
mean it
does that
adds up
equal
to 11?
Yeah.
How?
How?
Because it's like
Explain to me
1
how that
plus 2 plus 1 plus 6 plus I think not. I don't know.
That doesn't make any
Hang
sense.
on.
No, that
Can we
doesn't make plus 9 plus 9
even
plus
I
9.
have to look this
That
up
was
now.
not even close,
Yeah,
bro.
that- that's not-
Hang on.
that's not
I got
anywhere
the
near
number
11.
11. I swear. Hang on.
I think
number personality.
I wonder who could have told you that this is a thing that is
Birthday.
real. The only thing I believe in is what your Florida man birthday is.
Hang on.
Oh,
Yeah, that's actually real. So
Alright, fuck it, that's boring.
So it doesn't. So we've discovered nothing.
Yeah, we've discovered nothing.
So that's bullshit. Astrology's bullshit, and there's no way anyone could convince me that it's not. And it doesn't matter how deep you know about it because it's still not true.
we should take you to a palm reader.
I don't know. It's not. Astrology's not real, man. It's not real. I don't know. I don't know what
it's
it
definitely
takes.
not real.
I don't
not
know
real.
what it takes to convince these that astrology's not real. Just do your Spotify Wrapped and believe in that.
I can't find it.
Can't find it.
What? Okay, so do you think that that's like a deal breaker if someone that you're in a relationship with is super into the astrology
Yes.
stuff?
Super into? Yes.
Okay.
Light interest,
Lightly into
whatever.
it, whatever. Yeah.
What would you
exactly.
qualify as lightly into it?
I mean, not reading it every day to see what your horoscope is.
Yeah,
You know, just
yes.
like certain things. Like if you come and tell me that the fucking Mars is in retrograde,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
Exactly.
I get that.
Exactly. Like, and then that you have to be okay with me telling you it's not true every time you bring it up too.
For sure.
Because it's not true.
Well, let me ask you this: when people,
It's like if you brought up Santa.
what about people that kind of
That
like
is real.
people that kind of like live by, people that live by doing acid all the time and saying stuff like,
That's cool.
"Oh, I discovered that I had a past life."
that's
here.
also false.
Yeah.
That's also false. Yeah.
Well, what about when they say like, "Oh, like I went on my acid trip, I went to Mars."
Well, maybe you thought you did.
Right.
Yeah, because you were hallucinating on acid.
I would be like, I believe that you thought that. I believe you. Did you go to Mars? No.
No.
No, you didn't go to Mars.
Yeah.
That
do
would
you even
be,
own a spaceship?
You, first of all, okay, you need to become an astronaut, which takes a couple years, and an acid
program
trip,
at
an acid
community
trip just
college.
simply does not last that long.
No. To go all the way to Mars and come back?
Now,
yeah, right.
now, if you did acid and then went to space, you might feel like you're dying.
Well, I think here's the deal, and I say this because Noah has some experience with the psychedelics, and I remember very vividly my first acid trip because I was by myself when I did it.
Yeah, that's the most dumb shit.
Yeah, it was. Don't ever do that, ever. If you
Do it.
have to do acid, please, for the love of God, have a trip sitter or something.
I mean, if you're a Sagittarius, you may not be able to handle it, but possibly if you're any other, I'm pretty sure I heard Libras are really good at tripping by themselves.
Anyways, my whole point about this story was like, I
Yeah.
sincerely believe.
Come on, bro.
Sorry.
Fucking sad.
I sincerely believe that during that acid trip, I had an ego death and realized that I was more willing to fix my drug problem. And if I hadn't done the acid trip, I would be less willing to
See,
change my
that's an
life.
Interesting. That's an interesting thing to discover while you're on acid. But I
Yeah.
guess that does make sense, you know, because
Yeah.
it definitely does open the thing in the middle of your, your third eye.
Their third eye.
Yeah, yeah. So I think that's like in a
And-
way that's why it can be therapeutic for some people.
In no way
or
am I saying
cathartic.
in no way am I saying that if I didn't do acid, I would have never fixed my life.
Yeah.
But
It's just
I
like
think
was the perfect storm.
I definitely think it expedited me being more willing to fix my life.
Gave you a sense of urgency there.
Yeah, I think so because like I was stuck a lot of the time, like looking at myself
Mm-hmm.
in the mirror, and on Snapchat, I was like talking to myself and like filming videos, which is so stupid, but I was.
Well, I mean, you are on acid.
But I was like thinking, oh shit, I'm fucked up. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, dude, I have a drug problem. Like, I
Yeah.
seriously need to get my shit together. That's what I was thinking when I was on
You had a
acid.
little
And
mini podcast.
I felt like God was telling me that.
Right, right.
That's how deep I was
Right.
speaking. But yeah, I mean, that was the moment I really think I really was more willing to just change my life. But yeah, I don't think most people should do acid to figure that out. That's
Right.
just the way that I figured it out.
That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
yeah.
And I think you can definitely have like a come to Jesus moment on like psychedelics. You
Dude,
definitely can.
every time I get too drunk or too high, I'm like, God, I'm never gonna do this again. Just make me feel better.
See, it's like
Make me feel better, please, this one time.
please,
I've made that deal so many times, and then the next night I'm like, oh.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
It's like when you go to the casino and like you lose everything, you're like, God, just let me hit one more
more,
time. I
yeah.
just need to hit one bet, and then I'm done.
Dude, that's so funny. No, yeah, I mean, I also know people that swear by like doing no drugs or alcohol, but only doing psychedelics like acid and shrooms and stuff.
Right.
That to me is a little problematic. But do what you must, okay? Like I'm not dogging people who do that. I can't do that. Cause you ever hear of Cali sober?
Just weed.
Yeah, you just do weed or you have one drink or you do ketamine once a month or you do heroin once a month. Yeah, that shit is just kind of like twisted to me.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's a little twisted.
That's insane.
Yeah, I don't really. And then you like are like, guys, I'm a year sober. No, you're not.
Yeah, no, you're not.
No, you're not.
You're lying.
Yeah, I don't.
You're a liar.
I don't really see how that.
There's only one definition of sober.
Yeah, but I also am kind of guilty because I drink non-alcoholic beers,
Which
Right.
does have alcohol
just
in
like
it.
0.01% alcohol, and I also still do nicotine. Like I'll have a ZYN, but it says in the big book all mind-altering substances, and I don't see nicotine as a mind-altering substance, which kind of brings me into the ZYN conversation, because in California, like people are trying to get rid of ZYN,
Yeah.
and a lot of places are trying to get rid of ZYN, and there's a big debate going on about, is ZYN healthier than smoking cigarettes? Is it justified? Is it like a good product for people to switch over to, or is it okay to use ZYN? Like, how do you guys feel about it?
I'm probably biased, but
Yeah.
I don't know what the dangers are.
I mean, I think the biggest thing is just you're keeping shit out of your lungs, and there's no tobacco.
Right.
It's true.
I mean, I have a perspective on it because the biggest argument that I've been seeing online is that it makes nicotine usage more available to kids, and that it's more like not necessarily advertised or encouraged, but it's like a lot of younger people are doing it, and
I feel
that's a problem.
Anything though, that's like
Yeah,
like
but kids were
anything.
smoking cigs.
Yeah,
back
exactly.
then.
Here's
And kids
my-
are smoking weed. Like
Well,
battery died.
yeah, battery died on the camera. Josh
I tried to pee. I couldn't.
Yeah, Josh was gonna go take a
He got
potty
nervous.
break.
Yeah, I got too nervous.
Anyways, the big point that I was just about to make was that my perspective on the whole ZYN ban that's kind of being pushed is that I have experience not only with being a client in a rehab facility. I lived at a rehab facility, like a residential rehab facility for 3 months. I also have experience as a technician working at rehab facilities.
Techniquing it.
Yeah, and without disclosing any specific people's personal information, I have encountered several clients that are from ages 15 to 70. But more importantly, I'm going to focus on the younger people. From 15 to like 18, I've seen kids come in with steroids, heroin. There have been kids who had fentanyl addictions. Like for those who don't
Fortnite
understand,
addictions.
yeah, Fortnite addictions, gameplay addictions. I've encountered a lot of different kinds of addictions in people very young. And for those who don't have a family member or any experience with addiction, it's difficult to kind of wrap their minds around. Say, for example, you come off of heroin or something like that. Chances are 10 times out of 10, they're probably also going to be a nicotine addict as well. They're going to be wanting to smoke cigarettes. And if they can't have cigarettes or whatever, then they're going to alternatively use like vapes or whatever. You know what I mean? Because it's somehow better, right?
I'm voice acting yours.
Yeah, yeah. Now, the problem obviously still lies in the fact that they're an addict, right? But I'd rather them be doing one of those other two things, smoking or vaping, whatever have you, than doing fentanyl or heroin and risking their life. You know what I mean? Which is still, it's the lesser of two evils because there's the lung cancer and all that can come later in time. But there's
You have cancer.
the alternatives of stuff like
You have cancer.
You have cancer because you smoked.
there's the alternative
Cigarettes.
of ZYN. There's the alternative of nicotine patches. There's the alternative of nicotine gum. And for me personally, it's like a lot of these kids' parents, they're like they would rather have their kid not die.
I'd rather have my kid not die.
You know what I mean? And a lot of parents, they send their kids to a rehab facility, but it's not their first time going. They've been to like 5 different ones, so they're like trying to get them sober.
Trying to get sober.
I personally feel like with the parents' consent and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
like ZYN is okay. It's a great way to get them at least get their nick fix or whatever they need without involving any lung cancer, without involving like the
Just-
chances of them like, having a heart attack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think the ZYN is like a positive, and the fact that they're trying to get rid of it, now here's the problem. If they can't get their hands on nicotine patches or nicotine gum, they're going to go right back to smoking.
Smoking.
You know what I mean? That's kind of how I feel about it.
Dude, when I
What
run
is
out
it?
of pouches, I'll rip. I got a pack of cigs for when I'm drinking.
There you
I'll just
go.
rip some cigs.
But you don't smoke those like a pack a day. You don't like smoke
no,
cigarettes
only when
all
I'm
over
out of
cig-
pouches.
Yeah, only.
Yeah.
What does it do?
Does
to
that
your,
make sense,
What does
though?
it do to your gums though?
I mean, that's also.
If it doesn't
causes
hurt
gum
your
recession.
Yeah, it's
Does
bad
it-
for your gums.
Is it like as bad as smoking is for your lungs, or
No.
you know what I
No.
mean?
You
So
can't get. I mean, you can get cancer from anything, but there's no tobacco in these, so there's no cancer-causing chemicals.
that's good.
Nicotine does have effects with like blood pressure and like artery shit.
Yes.
But it's not as immediate as.
As a
It's also better than cabbage. You know what I mean? Like if you're doing like the actual tobacco and you're dipping, you know what I mean? That is far worse
Yeah,
than
you can
ZYN.
lose a jaw
Right,
doing that
right.
shit.
Yeah, you could. So, I mean, if you're really trying to just get your nicotine fix without
That's the
you want
best.
to minimize all of the possible damage that could come from it, patches are probably
yeah,
the way
like get
when you like
something
put
on
a
your
patch
arm.
on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I get it though. Like I get why people want to do ZYN. I understand like positives from it.
I like it. I like it that they're making it cool. make the healthier stuff cooler.
Anyways,
make it cooler so more people do the healthier alternative.
So
Yeah.
true.
I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing that like more kids are doing it because it's better than like the vapes and the cigarettes. You know.
because imagine like the vape stuff. A lot of them, especially like the Elf Bar stuff and the Flume Flums
I mean,
or whatever.
they just keep making new ones.
but they're not.
I mean,
they're made like we don't know where they're made. I can't remember where they're made, but it's like you're trusting that it's not formaldehyde that you're smoking
Yeah.
or vaping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's also kind of sus at the same
embalming
time.
fluid like a corpse.
Yeah, yeah. So like
Drinking embalming fluid.
I mean, hey, I understand it's all gross and yucky habits, but give them a break a little bit.
I
you
only
know?
do Narcan. I just do a good quick round of Narcan.
Dude, fucking whippets suck.
Whippets. I've never done a whippet.
Does Narcan, if you just do Narcan without ODing, does that like fuck you up? Or does it give you ultra immunity to ODing?
What is Narcan?
Narcan is what you give to somebody when they're,
When they're
ODing.
Right, but is it like adrenaline?
I don't
Or-
know.
I don't know what it is exactly, but I know that it saves lives.
But if you do it, does it give you ultra immunity? Do you have? Is it like drinking a Minecraft potion?
It's
Do
not-
you have
I don't
a
think-
3-minute
Take
cooldown?
Narcan before you do heroin.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not compound V, guys. You're not going to become a soup.
Do you watch? Oh, you've been watching The Boys?
Oh, dude.
That was a cool
Are
reference.
you caught up?
I'm on I'm on still season 3 right now. I just started season 3.
I just saw this one clip of this dude or of Homelander making this one guy off.
Oh yeah,
and then he lasered his pee off. How'd they
that
do
show's
it?
so good.
No, I think it's because here's the weird part about it. I tried to watch it like so many times. Like there have been years and years that have gone by where I've like put off watching The Boys because I couldn't get through the first episode. And I swear, like once I got into episode 2 of season 1 and I was halfway through, I was locked in, dude. Yeah, it was great. I think it's my favorite show.
It's so good.
It's a really good show.
It is becoming more and more. I mean, it is a very good like mirror about like real life and
like
how
celebrities and shit.
celebrities and things like that. This season, I see a lot of complaints. I don't really care, but I see a lot of people complaining. It's a lot more like, sensitive.
Okay.
Oh,
A little bit more woke is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
woke.
Well, I think part of it also is like, and I don't know if
It's
this
like
is
this.
true. I don't know if this is actually true. If they changed writers or something, but I kind of noticed in season 3 that the writing was a little bit off compared to season 2.
It is different.
And yeah, like there are some things that like Butcher does that I wouldn't necessarily think that he would do as a character. Oh, dude, Colton, I was well, actually, you know, it's been a solid amount of time. We'll talk about it in the next episode.
Well, we do have like a whole like 5-minute segment at the beginning that's going to be all Patreon. We could rip this to the end of the timer. If you
Okay.
Yeah.
So last episode we were talking about why you should never work at Domino's and like the stories that he and I both had from like working at Domino's. Do you, by any chance? I know it's a shot and dart putting you on the spot, but do you have any silly Domino's stories?
I got plenty.
Oh, dude, let's hear it.
plenty.
It mostly involved my cokehead manager, who was
That's always fun.
he was probably like 22 or 23, and I was like 20, so not super far in age, but he was a
Right.
manager,
Very successful guy.
very successful.
Entrepreneur.
But he fucked with me, and we were kind of friends.
Yeah.
And you know, I got a lot of free passes, so I would just like sit and do nothing, which you're not supposed to do.
Right.
Right.
He wouldn't care. But anyway, so like
he was doing
on
coke.
slow yeah, true. Dude, he would go to the bathroom and just whatever.
That's crazy.
He's like pizza, pizza, pizza.
He got fired because
Oh.
they fucking drug tested him.
Damn.
But anyway, but we would always be doing dumb shit. Like we'd just like throw knives in the ceiling, and we'd
Oh yeah.
No.
we would
way.
we'd like take wings and run them through the oven like 15 times so they were like charcoal. Just dumb bullshit
Dude,
like
that's
that.
ratchet
Did you ever
as
make
hell.
a pizza with like nothing on it?
No.
Like just the dough.
It's just bread.
Yeah, it looks fucked up.
But but I mean, also, I mean, I would like bring my bong to work, and we would just get high as shit, and then I would go fucking drive my car and make deliveries.
You were doing experiments in the oven. You were like finding
Yeah,
bugs
you were
from
ma-
outside.
you were
and
making
putting it in
slime.
and fucking.
We can probably wrap it around there.
The timer ended.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you like this episode, like I said, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the post notification bell. Never miss another upload. If you have $1, go and pay $1. Get the extra Patreon stuff, the bonus episodes for the podcast. If you really want to catch all of our exclusive extras and all that kind of stuff, not only the podcast, but exclusive videos, our old YouTube content, our exclusive extras cuts and extended cuts to like videos like the scary video where we went to Suicide Bridge, go ahead and join the $5 tier. It's going to be lit. I hope to see you guys there. You can also get bonus features to our Discord server and talk to us, share with us your video ideas, show us music you've been working on, stuff you like, videos you think are funny. We're there to hang out with you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this episode and that you go home feeling rejuvenated.
Rejuvenated.
Patreon.
Subscribe to
Patreon.
Subscribe
Go on
to
Patreon.
$5
$5 tier.
or the $1 tier.
$1 tier.
Go to church.
Church.
Love your friends. Love your family.
Love the neighbors.
Be of service to someone today.
SpongeBob.
Make someone's day today.
Make someone's day
suck.
like SpongeBob.
Go suck.
Go suck.
Go suck.
Go suck.
We'll see you guys on the next one. See you on Friday.